They told me different things. Lily is really in pain. We are really in pain, and we didn't really have a final answer. I don't think I can forgive myself for that. I'm Celine. I am now just graduating from Emory University.
What did you ultimately do to help save your cat's life?
I met my cat when I came back here from COVID, and it was like last August last year. And then my boyfriend and I thought, because we both have cats back in our home in Shanghai, China. And so we thought that it would be cool if we adopt another one here. So we went to the Atlanta Humane Society, and we really didn't plan for adopting a cat at that time. We just want to get in touch with the organization, and also to see if there's any small cats or kittens that are suitable for us. And then I found this little black small kittens who is being caged in the very bottom corner of all of the cages.
Oh my gosh.
As soon as he saw me, he became really active and wanted to get out of this cage. And I thought, oh my God, this is destiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he likes me. And also we like him a lot. He hasn't really been entirely cured.
Okay.
And now he's feeling much better now. So I think there's still a large portion of hope,
Yep.
Very likely that he will be cured in the coming month. Yeah.
And you used an experimental treatment. You researched an experimental treatment.
Yes. So it's an experimental drug. Haven't really been approved by FDA, but still the reason why it's not being approved is because the company that's producing it doesn't want to be used in cats, but more wanted to be used in humans, so it can get more profits.
I see. When did you first notice that this guy had a health issue?
So he was normal for I think 3 months or 4 months until early December. That he's been having this diarrhea and vomiting a lot. But then, so we immediately took him to the vet. But then the doctor just can't diagnose any useful information from him because everything seems so normal. We did the blood test, the X-rays, the ultrasounds, and everything just seems so normal. And just this issue of diarrhea. So at first we thought it's constipation because that can also cause diarrhea. And then we gave him the meds. It didn't really work out. So we took him back to the vet and tried several vets also for regular checks and also emergency as well. But then none of them just provides the promising results. We really try to figure out everything. So we gave him I think 3 to 4 different medications and just try it out. And for every doctor, they told me different things. So it's Lily is really in pain. We are really in pain, and we cost so much, but we didn't really have a final answer of his disease, and it's really bothering all of us.
So what was your job hunt? How did having this sick kitty, how did you balance having a sick kitty and managing your job hunt at the same time?
It definitely took me some time to care for him instead of preparing the interview. And also when I usually do the interview in my room, which I have closed doors and everything. Then since he's been having this vomiting issue and also the diarrhea issue, he's literally pooping everywhere. So I have look immediately to him. So I can't close my doors, and it's been an issue because there might be some sounds going on over there while I'm having my interview. So I was really nervous about this, but then
Right.
he's being really quiet the whole time.
I see.
So I do like worry about for him even when I'm having this interview.
Yeah. So just being there with the sick kitten, having to get on these interviews and act a certain way.
Right.
Meanwhile, you've got all these, well, the worry going on the whole time, plus the actual situation, like if the cat does get into something and has an accident or something like that. I see. So what ultimately happened in your job hunting? So you were dealing with, because this happened pretty soon. I mean, as soon as we started working together, pretty much soon after that, you had the kitten and you discovered it was sick. But I think there's some overlap potentially too in terms of your approach to how you hunted for the job and how you were actually able to help your cat too. Because I think what was common, we might think they're really different things, like saving my cat, saving my kitty, getting a job. What I'm seeing in common between those two is the persistence.
Yes.
That you brought to this thing.
That's like the greatest thing I've learned. So I do realize that I have to actively looking for a solution to a problem. Just like the job hunt when people don't respond or when people disappeared, I have to find a way to track them down, you know?
Yep. Sure.
Yeah, and also like for my cats, it's like the drug is something that I spent many hours online to find if there's an effective drug, because every website tells me that FIP is a fatal disease, and my doctor recommended euthanasia as soon as they found out he's got this FIP thing. So I think it's also like unfair for him to not receiving a promising drug and just, put him to death. And that's something that may not be, I don't think I can forgive myself for that. Yeah.
So you gave him, so you had your chat and you got him home.
Yeah. So the doctor was really unwilling to give him back, I would say. So in the reports, she said that you are against medical advice for picking him up. And then I had to sign this form about like we are aware of her medical advice and then we are against her medical advice. And that's like, sorry.
It's okay.
And so, but now he's feeling better. And as soon as we picked him up to home, we gave him the first dose. And then I think maybe it's because the anesthesia, at that night, we were so afraid that he's gonna pass away because he's not moving. He's lying on the ground like for the whole night, and his head even doesn't have the ability to get up,
Right.
But then the good news is that he got his energy back the second day after he received this drug. And he was able to poop.
Yay!
Yeah, that's like an immediate effect.
Right.
And we were so happy because the so-claimed permanent damage clearly not exist.
Right.
So and just to confirm, he's been having regular poops for every single day.
Hey, that's a blessing. That is a blessing. So ever since the The injection. So how many injections have you given so far?
45.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
And so
almost half, yeah.
okay, so you're kind of halfway through the regimen for the treatment, you would say?
Mm-hmm. And we scheduled a blood test work next week just to see if he's like approaching to normal levels. Yeah.
And from the behavior of the cat, does everything look normal now? From what you can tell?
You know, he was only 4 pounds when in March when we diagnosed this disease, and then now he's like 8.5 pounds.
Right.
So he's been eating so many things.
That's great.
And growing all those weights he lost in past few months. Yeah.
That's fantastic. Well, thank you for sharing your story, and so glad your kitty's feeling better. Congratulations on your job offer as well.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll continue to work. I'll continue to update my cat.